Warning, this video contains scenes which some viewers may find disturbing. This includes blood. If you or anyone else watching with you finds these things disturbing, please click off now. Hey guys, what's going on? Darren here from the Strategy Cantina, and today, by viewer request, I'll be breaking down the raid on Liberio. The raid on Liberio was fought between the Reformed Scout Regiment, reluctantly led by Hanji Zoe, against Marley, led by Commander McGath, in the year 854. The Scouts' goal was to assist Aaron Yeager, who had forced their hand by engaging first and without support. The battle started right after Willie Tiber finished giving his speech about a second assault on Paradis. Aaron transformed into his attack titan right underneath a civilian building, killing everyone inside. He then proceeded to eat Willie Tiber and crush all the Marley's military leaders. Before this, the Marley warriors had been lured away and trapped in a pit. The debris killed Sophia and Udo was trampled to death by a stampeding crowd. As planned, Laura Tiber transformed into her Warhammer Titan, but before she could fully transform, she started getting beaten by Aaron. Now the Warhammer Titan used one of its unique abilities, and that was to create things out of hardening, and speared Aaron through the chest, getting him stuck. At this moment, the Panzer unit rescued Peek and Porco from their pit, as the scouts began to arrive. As the Warhammer had beaten Aaron, he emerged from his Titan. Mixa shot out and launched her Thunder Spears into the Warhammer's nape, exploding them and knocking the Warhammer out of the fight, as the rest of the scouts used theirs on the Marleyan soldiers. By this point, Marley had surrounded the internment zone, and their fleet was on the way. The scouts began setting up lights for their evacuation. Warhammer now began to get up, and completely finished the attack titan. As the scouts regrouped, Aaron realized that the Warhammer was essentially being remote controlled by Lara from below the stage, not from the Warhammer's nape. Tearing out the core, the Warhammer fell. Just as Aaron was about to eat the Warhammer, Porco snuck up behind him, nearly ate Aaron until Levi shot out of nowhere and sliced his jaw. As Porco stood in disbelief as the scouts closed on him, he was only saved by Peek emerging with the Panzer gear. As Lara once again gained strength, she again took Aaron out of the fight as the Beast Titan appeared. As Aaron attempted to eat Lara, her hardened shell broke his teeth, as Aaron again exited his body and transformed into his third attack titan. As Zeke threw a bunch of rocks around to attempt to kill as many scouts as possible. At this point, the fleet of Marley had arrived. Unfortunately for them, Armin Arleit, who had only 4 years ago inherited the Colossal Titan from Bertolt, was among their numbers, in a small fishing boat. Using the Colossal Titan's nuke ability, he destroyed the entire fleet and the load of Liberio in the process. Simultaneously, Porco made a push for Aaron, and Levi emerged and toppled the Beast Titan, then popped a grenade on his nape, killing him and taking down the beast. Zeke's death distracted both Peek and Porco long enough for Peek to be surrounded and Sasha to take out one of the Panzer unit's members. This sent Peek into a rage and gave Sean the opportunity to destroy the Panzer unit and take down the Card Titan. As Armin exited his Colossal Titan, he was met by the carnage he had left. Exiting the Titan properly, he jumped aboard the stolen Zeppelin that the scouts had commandeered. Porco, in a fit of rage, began cutting at air with his claws. Aaron realized that the claws and jaws of the Jaw Titan had the power to slice through even Titan hardening. As the Scout's Zeppelin began a flyby, the Scouts began to leave. Porco made a rush for the Zeppelin, only to be taken out of the fight by Mikasa. Then Aaron used his jaws like a nutcracker, cracking Lara's hardened shell and taking the Warhammer power. Just as Aaron was about to eat the Jaw Titan and inherit its abilities, Reiner entered the fight in his weakened armored Titan, who had only enough strength to save the Jaw, then collapsed. As the scouts and Aaron now began to leave, Gabi, after commandeering a set of ODM gear, killed Sasha, which was the final bullet fired in the battle. The consequence of the raid on Liberia would go on to halt the people of Paradis and divide them for the rest of the war against Marley. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown on the raid of Liberia. Have a good one guys, and join me next Sunday for another Battle Breakdown. Goodbye everyone.
Bring on the wrecking machine.